Eastenders have killed off Nish Panesar in a shock twist this Christmas. Fans of the BBC soap were left reeling after the much-teased death was finally revealed. Soap boss Chris Clinshaw and his team had been working on this storyline for months, which all kicked off with a special flash-forward scene, teasing the shocking Christmas death, The Mirror reports. Back in February, the 6 women, Denise, Diane Parrish, Kathy, Gillian Tailforth, Linda, Kelly Bright, Sharon, Letitia Dean, Stacey, Lacey Turner, and Suki, Balvinder Sipal, found themselves surrounding a dead body in the Queen Vic on Christmas Day. At the time, all we knew was that the 6 had something to do with the death, and that it was on Sharon's wedding day, as she was wearing a wedding dress. Throughout the last 8 months, we've seen the ups and downs of the women of Walford, which has given them all a motive for killing one or more of the men, and now death has finally rocked the square. As fans tuned in for tonight's special, they watched as revelations and secrets came to light for many of those in the square. Sharon and Keanu prepared for their big wedding day alongside Zach and Martin, who were also seen wearing cufflinks. Sharon has been keeping a secret about the true identity of her son Albie's father, and it all came out this evening. What happened in Eastenders tonight? As Sharon walked down the aisle to marry Keanu, Phil arrived to tell Sharon that Keanu was behind the kidnap. Horrified and having learned the truth, Sharon called the wedding off, as Keanu tried to apologize for what had done. Furious, Sharon told Keanu he wasn't Albie's father and that it was Phil instead, but she was unaware he was listening in. Storming out, Sharon and Linda made a quick exit back to the Vic alongside Denise and Kathy, who were both struggling being with their husbands, Jack Branning and Rocky Cotton, after their own betrayals. Over at the Panesars, Suki was busy preparing to leave Walford with her lover Eve. However, she was stopped in her tracks when Ravi Gulati appeared. He had been released from custody after the police discovered Eve was alive, and he warned Nish wouldn't be far behind him. Suki later left the house, planning to head off forever, but a phone call from Vinny had her make a quick return to the house, only to realize it was a false alarm and Nish was back and wanted revenge. Horrified by all that happened, Suki tried to leave, but Nish stopped her and tried to drag her back to the table. Ravi stepped in and held him back, allowing Suki to escape. It wasn't all doom and gloom for the residents of Walford as Anna and Gina headed to the Beals for Christmas lunch. Cindy invited her ex George Knight over for a drink and soon he headed round, meeting his kids and partner Elaine there. There was clear tension amongst the Knights and the Beals, as Ian and Elaine clearly feared there was a spark between George and Cindy. Back at the Mitchells, Kat urged Phil to go make peace with Sharon, and told him he needed to see his son, whilst there was a sweet surprise for Jay from his late wife Lola, who told him he'd be running the London Marathon to raise money for charity. Phil decided to head to the Queen Vic to confront Sharon and demand to be allowed in Albie's life, but a confrontation between Sharon and Kathy led to her dress being torn. Following Phil's departure from the pub, Linda headed upstairs to take a swig of alcohol, but the arrival of Dean Wicks, who had snuck into the Queen Vic, saw a violent confrontation between them, giving Linda her split lip. Sharon's dress still had blood on from when she slapped Keanu and gave him a bloody nose, whilst Kathy's dress remained ripped from the fallout with Phil. With blood on Stacey's dress and Denise holding a broken bottle, all was soon revealed about the shock death.